No clicks from dolphins, no chatter from orcas, no bioluminescent flicker from squid. And if you're down there when it starts clicking, it already knows exactly where you are. To understand why, you first have to grasp the scale of this animal. An adult male sperm whale can grow to over 60 feet long and weigh more than 50 tons. That's heavier than 30 cars stacked together. But wait, isn't its most intimidating statistic? That honor belongs to its brain. The sperm whale possesses the largest brain of any animal in Earth's history, nearly 5 times heavier than a human brain. Now, bigger doesn't automatically mean smarter, but with sperm whales, the evidence is overwhelming. They are not drifting giants, they are strategic predators. They coordinate, they communicate. They form social units. They pass knowledge down generations, and when they hunt, they descend into a place no other air-breathing predator dares to dominate: the abyss. Most whales live near the surface, where sunlight reaches. Sperm whales do not. They routinely dive deeper than 3,000 feet. They've been recorded diving beyond 10,000 feet. At that depth, the pressure exceeds 3,000 pounds per square inch, enough to crush steel. Any other mammal with lungs would be destroyed. So how do they survive it? They cheat. Unlike most mammals, a sperm whale's ribcage is flexible. When they descend, their lungs collapse safely, flattening instead of bursting. To us, that would be catastrophic. To them, it's normal. But collapsing your lungs solves only part of the problem. You still need oxygen. And this is where sperm whales break another rule. Instead of storing oxygen primarily in their lungs, they store it in their blood and muscles. They have enormous concentrations of myoglobin, a protein that binds oxygen tightly. Their muscles are dark, almost wine-colored, saturated with oxygen reserves. This allows them to dive for over 90 minutes. No breathing, no surfacing, just descending down into complete darkness. At those depths, sunlight is gone. Sound is distorted. Pressure is crushing. And yet, sperm whales are not blind down there. They see in a way nothing else can. A sperm whale's head makes up nearly a third of its entire body. Inside that massive forehead sits the spermaceti organa, structure filled with specialized oil and connective tissues. Its purpose: to generate and focus sound. When a sperm whale clicks, it produces the loudest biological sound on Earth, up to 230 decibels. For context, a jet engine at takeoff is around 150 decibels. 180 decibels can rupture human eardrums. 230 decibels? That's not just loud. That's violent. The clicks travel through water like an acoustic spotlight. They bounce off objects and return detailed echoes from these echoes. The whale constructs a three-dimensional map of its environment: distance, shape, density, movement. A squid hiding motionless in the dark might as well be under a spotlight. There is nowhere to hide from this sonar, and some researchers believe the sound isn't just for detection. It might also be a weapon. At close range, the focused acoustic beam could stun or disorient. prey like an underwater flashbang made of pressure waves. Imagine hunting with sound powerful enough to rattle organs. That's what these whales are capable of. But the abyss does not surrender easily. Down there lives one of the few creatures capable of fighting back. The giant squid and its even bulkier cousin, the colossal squid. These squids can grow over 40 feet long. Their tentacles are lined with rotating hooks. Their suction cups have serrated edges. They are nightmares built from muscle and cartilage. And sperm whales hunt them. We know this not because we've filmed the battles, but because sperm whales surface carrying the scars. Deep circular wounds carved into their skin, long gashes from hooked tentacles, massive suction marks embedded into their flesh. Inside their stomachs, scientists have found thousands of squid beaks. In some individuals, over 18,000 beaks at once. That's not casual feeding, that's systematic harvesting, the kraken of sailor legends. It's prey, and yet the whale is not invincible. These fights are brutal. Imagine descending into darkness, locating a 40-foot invertebrate, grabbing it in a crushing bite while it wraps hooks around your face and tries to rip your eyes out. The whale wins most of the time, but not without damage. And still, it returns again and again. Why? Because the deep sea is a caloric jackpot. A private pantry. By evolving the ability to dive deeper than almost any other air breather, the sperm whale monopolized the largest food source in the ocean. It claimed territory no competitor could reach. That's not just adaptation, that's dominance. But their power doesn't end with hunting. Socially, sperm whales are formidable. When threatened especially by Orcas, they form what's known as a marguerite formation. Adults gather in a tight circle, heads facing inward, tails facing outward, calves protected at the center. Imagine a rotating wall of 40-10 weapons. One tail strike can break bones. Multiple tails, fatal. Even orcas calculate risk, and against adult sperm whales, the math often says no. When a bull sperm whale enters an area, something else happens. The ocean changes. Scientists call it an acoustic shadow. When those rhythmic hunting clicks begin, other animals go silent. Dolphins stop vocalizing, orcas reduce communication. Deep-sea creatures become still, behavior adapts. Even beaked whales, extreme deep divers themselves, have been observed performing silent dives to avoid frequencies used by sperm whales. Now think about that. The ocean does not fear them because they are loud. It fears them because they are consistent. And when you dominate an ecosystem for that long, something happens. And somewhere beneath them, in pitch-black cold water, thousands of creatures are holding still, hoping the clicks don't turn in their direction. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the ocean's most feared predator, the abyss holds even darker secrets, and we've only explored 5% of it. Thanks for watching.